Hello and welcome to this new video. Slightly different setup this time because I'm not currently at home. And today we'll do something different. Today is the 29th of August. This morning we had Battle 8 for the Road to Las Vegas series. This time I recorded my live attempt since it was, let's say, last minute decision. I did not comment anything during the execution of the battle. So we'll try to run this sort of ex post walkthrough slash reaction slash comment of my performance. Um, Basically, I tried to go for the win of the battle. Unfortunately, did not work out, as you may have seen in the results. So try to submit the battle in a short time frame. Actually, ended up using 16 minutes, but getting bonus 5 wrong. Actually, not sure it for real wrong. You will see during the execution. So without further ado, let's start this my own recording. Um, while we go for the setup of everything here, I'm downloading the file. This was a very nice case by Peter Charles. Basically, quite different from the usual case structure. So you had the simple levels, so to speak, simple, which were used to build sort of the hints for the treasure hunt, which is in the bonus questions. So the 5 bonus questions actually require you to hunt for the treasure. Here I'm renaming the map with a single word in order to avoid confusion during the indirect. Level 1 is quite easy. It's basically asking which number is contained in every cell of the map, so it's just an indirect thing. The logic is basically every cell gives you an hint, which is the next step of the treasure hunt, but those hints will be answers to level 3 to 7. So those answers will be as arrows, basically giving you the hint for the next direction. Here, level 2 is asking to simulate basically a one-step movement. So starting from level 6, sorry, L6, what will you find one cell up and one cell left. I'm importing my custom Lambda worksheet in order to leverage a Lambda of mine, which is called Pathfinder. It's brand new, takes as an input the starting cell, the direction, or a list of directions, and gives you the ending cell. In this case, what you need as a result is not the ending cell, but the number contained in that cell. So I'm now doing an indirect of this as done in level 1, and level 2 will be sorted out shortly as well. So I was also happy at the beginning of the case because I knew that I could leverage my Lambda for this, saving me lots of minutes. So I'm pasting level 2 codes. Um, yeah, some thinking here. Level 3 asks you to find the direction in the X position. Since this is a string, it's just a mid of the starting position and one character long for the extraction of the arrow and the pasting level 3. Level 4 asks you which arrow is most frequent. So I have another lambda to do this. Now I'm leveraging something I prepared during the uh, time used to watch the video. So it's basically just a mid to convert the string into an array because my lambda needs to take an array into account. So now I'm converting into array. Here I'm probably figure out is not so comfortable to do this inline. So I'm now switching to my prepared worksheet for the workings and leverage data table. So changing to level 4. Uh, yeah, here there is something in the middle to the right of the data for that level. I'm guessing I'm going to apply again that you can see how many inefficiencies there are even in a, let's say, honestly good performance. And then I'm leveraging my occurrence count lambda, which basically gives you the unique list of things found and the count, which is very useful also for some bonus questions. Okay, applying the data table for level 4, and those are the results. So I'm going to copy them. And level 5, okay, I need to paste into the website. Level 5 asks you to perform such a calculation, so to sum according to the position the different arrows. So if an arrow is position 1, it accounts for 1, position 2 accounts for 2, and so on. A little bit of reflection here, then I move to the worksheet. Uh, Okay, here I went back to check whether the bonus questions needed any, let's say, interim logic. So in order to freeze maybe level 4 or level 3 logic, figure out is completely another thing. So I moved directly to level 5. Here I'm transposing vertically because I'm more comfortable going down. Uh, Building basically the sequence which gives me the position of each arrow, and then I will basically, I think, run a sum ifs on the different arrows. So I have a lambda to prepare the arrows, and then with the sum ifs of the different position, you will get basically the sum of the different positions in which you can find the kind of arrow you're looking for, and then you need to take the max. So yeah, going back to check what is the request, but asks for the arrow with the largest sum, which is actually up, right? And so it's basically a matter of finding the max. Usually use an XLOOKUP with a very large number, XLOOKUP into the numbers and returning the code, the thing I need to consider. And here is a -1 because I need to look for the smallest for the smaller next item. Since I'm giving a very large number. I don't know why here I'm building again at the table. It was enough to just run an update, but is what it is. It's the pressure of the of the competition. And I need to paste level 5 results. Here we go. Okay, just looking at the time because I forgot to start my timer. Level 6 asks for you to find the products. So what I did here, I figured out I could somehow build an array containing all the numeric position of the different arrows, arrow by arrow, and then run a product. A little bit of thinking to the side. This will be my approach. Um, so yeah, I'm working out in my mind how this could look like, and ultimately I decide to apply a filter to the arrows, sorry, to the numbers, which correspond to a certain arrow. So here I'm mistaken. I need to move that range to the actually to the positions. Here we go. Lock, even if it is not needed, and then filter based on the arrow. That will give me an horizontal list of numbers on which I just need to apply the product. It works nicely because product can take an array as an input. So I think we are close to completion of this level as well. I'm a bit careful here. I don't feel so comfortable to massively copy down. Looking at the sample, it says 400,400, which is actually the largest sum. It's the left arrow, so I just replicate what I did previously. So looking the arrow, starting from a very large number, small mistake here, and that's it. So checking which is the correct answer. It's left arrow. I feel comfortable with the 400,400, so I go directly for the data table, update, and that's it. What I can say is reviewing myself, I feel I'm very, very slow, so I feel to be faster during competition, but reviewing afterwards seems very slow. Level 7 asks what is the longest streak of the same arrow. So I build this simple formula by checking whether the current arrow is equal to previous one, then is the previous one plus one, otherwise you start again from one. You drag and then you go for a max if in this case because you need to find a max for each arrow. Yes, here it is. Max range will be, of course, the streak count and then the arrow as condition. Let's go. Same approach to find the corresponding arrow to the max. I check that 3 is the maximum with the arrow down symbol. No, first of all, I need to yeah, to compute the corresponding arrow. So a little bit inefficient here. I could have locked. Oh, the music is starting again. I could have locked some range in order to speed up also this step, but it's okay. And that's it. Basically, with level 7, I think we are, yes, 20 minutes left, so 10 minutes into complete level 1 to 7. I don't know why here I decided to run some checks, random checks to see whether this is robust, because there were no hints at all for any kind of answer. And I go back to the bonus because here the treasure hunt itself starts. Maybe let's pause for a moment the video just to comment how it works. Basically, you start from, if I'm not right, level 41, which is the first one. You need to check, which is, I think, I don't remember which cell, probably D5 or something like that. We will see that in a second. Then answer to level 41, it's, let's say, right arrow. So what you need to do is to move one step right. You will end up in a new cell. In that cell, you will find into the treasure map the corresponding game number. You need to go into that number of game, take the answer to the game number, which is another arrow that will give you the next step for your next movement into the treasure hunt logic. Needed to look at the introductory video a couple of times to figure out the logic. And so basically that's it until, and that's I think where it comes the ambiguity of this case, you will end up ultimately to a cell which was K5, if I'm not wrong, that will give you a hint that will make you move, and then the next cell will make you go back to the previous one. The first time you encounter this kind of loop, it means you have found a treasure, which is basically the cell in which you continue to go back because in that case you enter an infinite loop. That is the cell with the treasure. So that's the logic. Let's go for the implementation. So you start from level 41, which is E5, sorry. So E5 is the first cell. So you need to look up for game 41. So what I did is basically simply an X lookup into the answers, starting from 41 because it doesn't make sense to start above that. Locking the entire range and then retarding the game number. I'm very slow. I would like to go way faster than this, but it's okay. Uh, okay, so answer to game 41 was up left. So what I need to do is move one cell up left. So I leverage again the pathfinder, which is my custom formula. Nothing, let's say, fancy. Let me stop for a moment. The logic of pathfinder is simply the starting cell is certain row, certain column. In case of E5, will be row 5, column 5. Uh, then take the arrow corresponding to the movement, which gives you an offset. In this case, is -1 on the rows and -1 on the columns, so up left. Apply that to the row and column and return the new cell. Yeah, and that's it basically. Let's resume again the video. So D4 is the next cell, and D4 will be the next starting cell, and so you build again the logic. Here I figure out something is wrong because 41 is an hard-coded value, so I just need to run again the indirect on the current cell, which is found in the trash, which is abbreviation for treasury worksheet. And that's it. So I decide to drag down, let's say, 100 steps. And I think I will waste another 20 seconds to check whether the square is actually a 10 per 10 square, and it is. So, I mean, doesn't mean nothing because you can do how many steps you want. It probably was simply max game level number -41, but it's okay. So first bonus asks you which game number is in the 10th step. So I just look at the step number 10. which gives you game 1 to 1, and that's the bonus 1 as well. Bonus 2 is basically a gift if you apply this scalable logic because it asks you for step 25, so you just need to go into your path to the treasure, take cell 25, which is 136, and here you go. Then first tricky question is in which game number is the treasure found? Which means not what is the game number containing the treasure, not what is the cell of the treasure, but in which game number you find the treasure. So first of all, I run this check to see whether the current cell is repeated or not. So whether this equals to any of the previous cells going above, I will return a 1. So the first one gives me cell K5, which is exactly where the treasure is, and the game number in which that is found is actually 46. Because with game 46 you get the hint to go to cell K5, which is the cell containing the treasure. So 46 should be the answer. Let's say we want to waste another 30 seconds here. I don't know how long this video is being right now, but I'm expecting that Dermoid is going to submit maybe in this time frame. So I know what I'm doing honestly right now. Okay, go back to that. Level 4, bonus 4, sorry, asks you the sum of the game's numbers before the treasure is found. And this is where I lost my 120 points because I think this honestly not so clear. So the first answer is the correct one. Honestly, that's a big regret. I don't know what to say. So 4909 was actually the correct answer. I will change it in a minute. So I will go crazy over that. And then the bonus 5 asks how many steps you do straight down. So just a count if. Here I had the doubt whether you should take the full range or just the path before the treasure is found. Short answer is nothing changes because after you find the treasure, there are no down steps. So here I'm running a double count if because I want to be triple sure. Uh, and so this enables me to waste another 30 seconds. So 11 is a solid answer. Let's go with 11. And I'm done. So should have submitted right now. It would be 1250 points. Sorry, 1250 points, probably 15-ish minutes. Probably second place after Dearmoid to be fair. But I want to run some double checks. I had some doubts while submitting bonus 4. I remember that clearly. I found that was quite misleading, the prior to wording and also the before going back into repeated cells. Here I go to read again the instructions for the case. Uh, Time is passing. My glory potentially is going away. Um, and then I decide to commit for suicide. So with this new pack of knowledge, I will go back and change my answer. I would really love to stop the video here, but it's not possible. So here we go. I do the sum by hand, and I realize, K5, that's the second time I encounter K5. So why just not stop at the first K5, which to me honestly makes sense because okay, when you go back to K5 to the second time, you have found the treasure, but actually, I mean, K5 is the treasure, so you know it when you are in K5 in reality. So, but I mean, it is what it is. So I removed those couple of steps. I want to be double sure which is 4766 and not 4776. Save and submit, and that's it. So apologies, I need to cover my files because there are some clients data, and that's the submission. So uh, No, I wanted also to double check that all the answers were in. So yeah, here we go for the submit. Okay, so slight unusual, let's say, reaction and comment this time. Unfortunately, ended up ranking like 21st because lots of people did full score even with let's say the full-time allocation. So it is what it is. Uh, Anyway, I feel good with my performance. It was just let's say to recognize the performance and rank in the top three, maybe top two. But I'm fine as well with this performance. Hope you enjoyed this kind of video. Let me know if you have any comment questions in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.